Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing great. So Christmas is forthcoming and I decided to make this cute little cake which is very tasty and easy to make if you follow the right steps. Before I start baking the cake, I decided to draw myself a sketch so that I have an idea what I'm going to do. So I think I made a bad sketch and a pretty good cake. I felt that this cake was very cute in appearance and was very easy to make. So if you like the cake, please give a thumbs up to this video and comment down below if you want to see more such cakes which are cute and easy to make. So I decided that I'll make 1 kg vanilla cake and cut it into different shapes and make one whole cake. So it was much easier than baking different parts of the cake and joining them. I felt like only one cake can make entire cake. I was very lazy to layer the cake, so I didn't do the chocolate filling. You guys can do it. I'm really upset about that. Well, to begin with, we are going to whip our whipping cream until stiff peaks, and I'm going to dye it in 3 colors and I'm going to make different batches. So the first batch will be our green colored whipping cream because we are covering entire cake in the green whipping cream, so make sure you're making a lot of it. The second batch will be of the brown whipping cream which will be made of cocoa powder, and one will be yellow. I was about to start making the cake and this happened.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Never mind, let's start making our cake. So first I'm going to grease the pan in which I'm going to bake the cake, and you have to make sure that you are greasing every inch of the pan so that your cake slides out smoothly without cracking. And put parchment paper. Don't forget to put parchment paper because parchment paper helps in sliding out the cake smoothly and it doesn't let the cake crack. So make sure you're greasing the parchment paper too, so it's very easy to peel off from the cake. I have listed all the ingredients in the description down below. You can follow the recipe from there. And now I'm very carefully picking up and cracking the eggs in a bowl, and again this happened. Well, let's ignore my clumsiness and move forward with the recipe. And add the sugar and the vanilla and mix it until it's pale in color and a bit frothy. Make sure you're continuously whisking it. I have used a spatula here. You can use a balloon whisk or you can use machine. Machine will be much easy and it will be very quick. If you want a quick cake, you can do this, but I preferred using a spatula because many people doesn't have machine at home, so I feel like I should be equal with everybody, so that is why I used a spatula. And after you have mixed it nicely, you have to put all your dry ingredients in a sieve and sieve it until you get this discard. Sieving your dry ingredients is very important. It incorporates air in the batter and you always get some of the other dust from the flour and the other dry ingredients. So sieving removes all the dust, all the waste from the flour and makes your batter smooth, and it also helps in rising the cake because the flour which we sieved will have a lot of air and it will make it easy to rise in the oven. And after that, add your milk, put the batter in the greased pan, tap it a little, bake it and let it rest. Let your cake rest until it's cooled down completely. We don't want to cut hot cake because if we cut hot cake, it will break apart. We don't want that. So let your cake rest until it's completely cooled down, and then place it on a cake board or a plate wherever you want to decorate your cake. And then you don't really have to use a ruler. I'm using it because I want precise measurements because I am on YouTube and I have to be precise. If you don't have a ruler, don't panic. You can cut it just like that on your own measurements. It is not that of a big deal. You can just follow the video and watch how I'm cutting the cake, in what sizes I'm cutting the cake, and that's all you need. You don't even need a ruler for that. So after cutting all the parts, I'm going to take the side parts and make it a stem, and these two pieces I'll save it, and I'm going to use the full triangle piece to make the top branch, and I'm going to save both of these to make something which I'm going to show you in a while. Till then, I want to trim some of the cake because I feel like the stem is thicker and not equal, and I wanted to trim it, so I have measured it nicely and I have trimmed the excess, and the scraps are going into my mouth. And then I'm going to take my cream and apply it as a glue and stick all the pieces together before icing the cake, so that it doesn't wobble and move around, which is not what we want. So I'm gluing all of the pieces together and arranging it properly, then icing it. This is a time lapse, you can watch how I'm doing it. After icing it, put it in the fridge to refrigerate and harden. Till then, we are going to take these pieces which we have left aside. I decided to make some gift boxes. This is an addition in my cake which I didn't decide to do, but it just happened. So I am going to eat all the scraps and melt some chocolate. For melting the chocolate, I'm going to chop some dark chocolate into small chunks so that it's easy to melt. And I was struggling here because the chocolate was hanging out in the freezer for a very long time, and that was very difficult to chop. Somehow I managed to do it, and then I'm going to melt it in the microwave. If you don't have microwave, you can use double boiling method also, but it may take some time. If you use microwave, it will take approximately 1 minute. And then I'm going to cover this lonely piece in some chocolate and going to put it on the parchment paper. My sister is helping me out in that. I want this to be rock hard because I don't want the chocolate to melt. I'm going to transform these cake squares into gift boxes. I let them hang out in the freezer, and till then we are going to decorate our cake. Fill the piping bag with the green whipping cream fitted with a star tip. If you don't have a star tip, don't panic. You can use any tip you have. You can use a grass tip or a roses tip. You can use any tip. If you have a grass tip, it's amazing because you can pipe grass all around the cake and you are good to go. I'm going to decorate the sides first. So to decorate the sides, I'm going to make borders. So I'm going to press the piping bag against the cake board and drag it upwards so that it looks like grass. I'm going to cover all the sides using this technique, and then I'm going to leave the stem part because over there I'm going to decorate the same way but with the brown cream. I made the brown whipping cream using cocoa powder and some brown food color for even darker color. Sorry for the interruption, but there was my sneak peek. To cover the top, I'm going to pipe some small flowers. You can watch my hand motions how I'm doing it. It's very easy. I feel like this is the easiest decoration and anybody can do it. So I'm going to cover all of this, and for the stem part I'm going to take my chocolate cream and do the same thing what I did on the sides and on the top. If you want, you can spread a layer of chocolate, it would look amazing, but I wanted to go with the design I did above, so I'm going to do the same below. So I want this stem to be covered completely because it is iced with the green cream, which we don't want to peek through the brown, which will not look good. So I'm making sure that there is no seam and it is fully covered. As you can see, the stem is fully covered and it's looking so pretty, and the cake is also happy with how it's looking. So now for the further decoration, I'm going to take my yellow cream and pipe some wires, like wires of the lights, which is used to decorate the Christmas trees. And after that, I'm going to pipe some dots with the same yellow color cream, and I'm going to take these small golden balls and drop it here and there so that it looks like it is all shiny and sparkly. You can use as many as you want. I don't like its taste, that is why I have used little. So after this I'm going to use some gems and I'm going to place it below the yellow line we piped. Like these are shiny colorful lights. So after decorating this, you can actually stop right here because it looks amazing. You can just put a star. I have used a fake cardboard star covered with some yellow colored cream. I'm going to take that freezed cakes out of the fridge and tie ribbon around it to make gift boxes. I am using red ribbon because it is the color of Santa Claus and it looks pretty too. So I'm going to tie the ribbon to both of the cakes. If you want to skip this part, definitely do, but it gives more detailing to the cake and it makes the cake even more cute. And I'm going to place the boxes on top of the tree and your Christmas tree cake is ready. The cake was very moist and tasty. The cream was good. Everything in this cake was just cute and tasty. So please give this a try. And I made another cake with this. You will be seeing that in the end of this video. Merry Christmas to everyone. Have a safe and a happy Christmas. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram, add me on Snapchat to watch behind the scenes. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.